No, it's just a wonderful race and very much looking forward to it.
Leith, let's pick your first four. You've got Legato on top.
Yeah, I think the market's got it pretty right. I'd have it identical as what they've got there. Maybe Le Creek a spot handier, but yeah, Legato on top for me.
I'm going to stick with Sharp and Smart. I just think he's right up with the top of what we've seen in recent times. Pip, your last update before we get the first Group 1 underway.
It's Legato. She's the one they've identified, $2.80. No real change, Sharp and Smart in behind. But there's a couple of roughies that are starting to take money late. One of those is the Group 1 winner, Penny Wecker, $31 into 26s. And I have to say, with all this money coming for Legato and Sharp and Smart, the other Te Akau runner has been rock solid at $41 all day and taking money in Aromatic.
I think Belclair's a good chance here as well. What she did in the Foxbridge was exceptional, and we know she's got a fair bit of quality, and she's really trained on tomorrow.
Yeah, and she's raced against Ski Whiff before, and she's been her home as well. So I'm sure Sam will be positive out the gates as well.
Pierre, what did you make of him just walking through the parade?
Look, it didn't really take my eye. I think he's probably maybe just half that run short. Wouldn't be surprised if they try and ride him a little bit handy with the blinkers on, but just didn't really take my eye on the Birdcage.
We haven't spoken much about Dragon Leap, and we're probably missing something there because he was very good in the Foxbridge.
Yeah, he's put two together, and he's an older horse, but obviously he's 100% sound now, and he'll be flashing home late.
Poolside Mab, can he do it again?
I'd be a little bit surprised.
I always remember he went terribly at the trials before he won, and look, his trials haven't been fantastic, but hey, you count down a good horse. We've seen class being permanent with Tokyo Tycoon 2 to 3, and maybe, just maybe, at a massive price with the tongue tie going on. 45 seconds away from start time, your big Saturday of racing brought to you by International Animal Health. It won't get better than this, people, so watch with interest. This is the first Group 1 of the season, the Westbury Stud Tarzino over the 1,400 metres. Le Creek will be in your favourites, but your favourite for this will be Legato, who was such a superb winner in Australia last season for Ken and Bev Kelso. Group 1 racing, here's your Group 1 caller, Tony Lee.
Thank you, Bevan. Yes, and we wait Pierre to come in now. Milk Time behind the line. And they are very close to dispatch here. What a wonderful field about to line up. Milk Time to come up into the gates here now. Vinnie Colgan, Skew Whiff to come forward for Opie Bosson. And Pierre to come forward as well, Sam Weatherly. So we're very close. There's so much anticipation around this race. Our first Group 1 of the new season. A season of so much promise in front of us, with stake money increasing. Involvement of Entain now. And Pierre's about to come up and complete it here. And the Westbury Stud Tarzino Trophy, Group 1, ready.
Watch your gates!
And racing. They broke out really well here. Going back, Penny Wecker and Lark Creek just after the start. As to there was He's a Doozy. Now Pierre's begun quickly. Call Sign Mav and Springtide right there with Skew Whiff and Belclair. Sharp and Smart's close enough. And then we have Aromatic and wider out to Brando. Back behind these runners then. Lickety Split looking to take off and around them. Legato's beyond midfield over on the inside of He's a Doozy, Malt Time and Gospodin. Back behind that, Penny Wecker and Lark Creek. She's the last of them. Here is the Tarzino run into the first corner. 850 metres to go. He's had it fairly easy, Pierre. Call Sign Mav right there ready to go. And then we've got Springtide over on the outside. Skew Whiff and Lickety Splits wider out. Belclair behind them. Sharp and Smart the inside from Dragon Leap, and then Brando around Aromatic. Legato, she's going to need to get out of there. Back behind these runners then is Malt Time. Gospodin, He's a Doozy, taking off Lark Creek, and Pennywecker the inside. Pierre tops the straight first. Goes for home in the Tarzino from Call Sign Mav. Springtide the inside. Skew Whiff travels well alongside of these, and then Dragon Leap looking to run on as Belclair. Pierre, Skew Whiff getting alongside of it. Springtide not much room. Dragon Leap is starting to lift. Skew Whiff kick hard. Dragon Leap's coming after it, and Legato is absolutely humming, but Skew Whiff gets the Tarzino. Dragon Leap and then Legato. Springtide, Call Sign Mav behind them when they've hit it has been Milk Time. They were followed through by Pierre and Pennywecker. Aromatic, Sharp and Smart, He's a Doozy. Lark Creek, Belclair further away, Brando and Gospodin in a wee break to Lickety Split. Makes all the right moves, Opie Bosson. And the big one to the Walker Burgerson stable today. Gee, there's some runs. Legato, very obviously. Dragon Leap came charging after Stu Whiff, who really fought tenaciously. Legato booming into third. Springtide momentarily held up around the home corner, but at just start number 13, Stu Whiff has been able to beat a field of quality here, and it wasn't Stu Whiff at all. It was dead straight into the line. They get the money, and they got it really, really well. Another classic from Opie.
A day to dream of for Tiakau, and you just don't doubt that man in the saddle. That was a peach again.
Yeah, well, Tiakau decided that they needed him at Hawke's Bay, and we can see why now. It was a super ride, and look, she just travelled up super, didn't she? Halfway down the straight, he hadn't moved, and yeah, Legato was massive.
Yeah, Sam Burgesson. His first Group 1 as a trainer in combination with Mark Walker.
Nice work. Well done, Sam, just joining us now. How's that feeling, Group 1 winning trainer?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, it's just fantastic. Like, I get probably a better opportunity than most trainers. I'm lucky enough to train for Tiakau and train these fantastic horses that Dave, Karen and Mark buy, and we get supported by fantastic studs like Waikato Stud. You know, people would kill to be in my position, and I'm just so grateful and thankful to be here.
And great supporters of young people, as we've seen, you know, through Mark Walker when he was there as a young man, and of course in recent times Jamie Richards, and now to you. They make sure that you get the opportunity and you're making the most of it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I say, I'm just so thankful to Karen, Mark and Dave to be here. You know, they've taken a chance on me, and I'm just want to repay them and work hard and just keep my head down and keep going. And you know, days like today, it's been unbelievable. I just got to thank everyone at home, the staff there at the coalface. You know, they're putting in hard hours. It's it's a long winter. It's not very fun in winter. It's so good to be back into spring racing, Group 1 racing, and yeah, so thankful for them as well, for their support as well.
Well, let's talk about how this race unfolded, because you had the right man aboard. He was here at Hawke's Bay, not in Melbourne, and Opie Boston was able to deliver an absolute peach.
Yeah, it helps having him on your team, doesn't it? He got her into a lovely spot, and we just said, the last thing we said to him was just hold her up as long as possible. She's got that short, sharp sprint, and I thought Dragon Leap was coming again, and I thought it was happening all over, but I watched with Mark, and it was just awesome. It's such a thrill.
Of course, as a 3-year-old, 2 Group 1 seconds last season at the elite level, and as you said, got bombed in the Foxbridge, and you're hoping not again, but she's able to hold that horse out.
Yeah, for sure. She's not very big. She's just such a tough little mare, and thanks so much to Waikato as well for sending to her and allowing us to train her. They're great supporters of us, and it's great to get a result for Mark and Gary and the team.
Congrats, Sam. Enjoy it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Waikato stud colours to the fore. Let's hope that can carry on with I Wish I Win.
Yeah, exactly. Great to see them out there today. And look, her manners have just got so much better. She's jumping out properly now, and yeah, it was a super win.
Let's see if we can bring it to you from the 600-metre mark, and you'll find Opie just in the perfect position. Pierre's leading them in, Coolside and Mavs. Springtide's just in behind the speed, and there's Opie about to peel off Coolside and Mavs back. Yeah, it's just come out to that 3-wide train and interacted run, and look, she travelled up super here. He hadn't moved to her, and he waited as long as he could, and hey, Dragon Leap was super, and look, we can all see Legato hit the line well. Sharp and smart. He just got held up to the inside of Legato, but he wasn't going at the same speed.
No, he's gone okay. He just does look like he's sort of, 2,000 metres is probably going to be his go this time in.
And like Creek's made some ground, but she got back last.
Yeah, she got back it was really sort of cold ride, but she's hit the line okay.
Let's get to one Opie Boston.
Well done, Opie. Congratulations, first Group 1 of the new racing season. You must be stoked with what's happened out there with Skewiff today.
Yeah, she was just in the zone today. The mind was on the job and brain was good. She can get a little bit wayward sometimes, but we ended up getting into a beautiful spot the whole way, and it was just a matter of sitting and waiting. I just got there too soon last start, and all Mark said to me, just hold her up as long as she can.
It's a case that she's been bombed, hasn't she, in a few Group 1s last preparation, but she was in front, and did you feel as though she was going to be vulnerable late in the race?
Yeah, I could hear them coming, but to her credit, she heard them as well, and she put her ears back and found the line.
Yeah, she was super in the Foxbridge, wasn't she, to say that she was going to be ready for a big assignment here, second up?
Yeah, she first up in a Group 2, which is not easy. She just got bombed, so we were very confident going second up in this race.
And look, not easy for a 3-year-old filly to then come out as a 4-year-old mare next season to tackle some of the big guns like we had in this race. Potentially one of our best Group 1s we've seen for a number of years.
Yeah, exactly. Not many do come back at 4 in the spring, so no, full credit to her. She's been a work in progress over the years, but I love her.
And great for Sam as well. His first Group 1 a part of the team.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad I was the person to ride his first Group 1, and him and his family have been really great to me over the years, and full credit to him. He's a young man on the way up.
Cool. Good stuff, Opie.
Thanks.
And did they get better for a Te Akau Leith with Imperatrice?
Yeah, well, look, there's only 7 runners. Obviously, Kit's going to be hard to beat, but just going back to this race, so she's luckily strip had to do plenty of work as well. But yeah, just an Opie Bosson factor, put it in the right spot, and she done the rest.
Springtide was in a bit of tight quarters down there. He didn't quite get the run when he was requiring it.
No, he went super though, didn't he? You know, home track. He's an honest horse.
Dragon Leap's done the team proud.
Yeah, it was a super as well. Good ride by Joe Doyle as well.
Andrew Scott.
Andrew, big run from Dragon Leap. Couldn't quite get the Group 1, but he was trying his best.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's hopefully he gets one of these. He certainly deserves it, and you know, he's just run out of runway a wee bit the last little bit, and he was coming, and you know, it's such a hot field, and he's run a heck of a race, and we're very proud of him, and you know, it wasn't much in it, and look, he's certainly going to be pretty close, and hopefully he can get one of these over the summer months.
What do you do now? I mean, is he a horse there middle day, or do you want to stick to 12 to 14? What's sort of the options now? I know we're very fresh after the run. Yeah,
a little fresh. I was just talking to Lance a minute ago, and he was sort of humming and hawing a wee bit. I suppose a little bit will come down to weather, how he comes through it. Would certainly need a pretty dry track to come down and consider running the mile. But you know, look, the summer sprints are going to be really when he sort of hits the straps. So look, we'll just see how he comes through the next couple of days, but wouldn't rule it out.
Well done.
Thank you.
Waikato stud and Team Te Akau taking out the first Group 1 of the season, the Tarzino, a trophy with the